Hi guys, as we can see, market has been pumping, especially the altcoins have been performing really well. So we can get into crypto greed and fear index right away because the market looks very good today, especially in some coins. So we get into the fear and greed index, we can clearly see we're at 40 levels. We did discuss yesterday, we were at 31. We were expecting us to be in this range and build some kind of bottom, which is absolutely working beautifully for now and looks very good as well. Even if we look into 3 months, it looks absolutely amazing. Now we get into bubbles. We can clearly see that the bubbles are also looking very good, especially when it comes to Solana. Solana had massive upside in a day, went up about 10% from $91 to $101. Very good upside of $10 right there. And then if you look at AXS went up about 24% from $51 to $64 and looks very good as well. Even in 1 hour time frames, still having a very good bullish engulfing candles. On the hourlies, mana went up about 72% and even in hourly time frame went about 1%. All the coins are looking very good, especially the altcoins and other coins as well. Metaverse related coins. If we look into Luna right now, Luna has been pretty sideways. Even AVAX has been pretty sideways. Rune has been pretty sideways. That's the reason we're going to be getting into ADA. ADA also has been performing really well. So there's so many coins that we're going to ape into right away. So we can just get into our charts very quickly today. First, we're going to discuss the charts today, and then probably we're going to ape into other things as well. Now, if we get into our charts, we can see we drew this zone and we are clearly trading right now in this zone for some time now. Even for ETH, if we get into more details, we can see that we've been in this zone that we've been discussing for past several days. We did have good upsides. We've been just consolidating around our resistance, trying to make it into a support, which is what we wanted from the market to do. And market is exactly doing what we were expecting. If we now get into others dominance, we can clearly see others dominance also looking very good. Is making a very nice diamond hand and also somewhere double bottoms. And probably if we do get into 16.58, then we can consider that we are also making a massive cup, and probably then we need a handle to blast off above. If we do want to blast off, the next place for us would be 17.56. And the main reason for that is USDT's dominance is falling massively right now, and that's what we would ideally want. We've had a retest before, but this one looks pretty clean right now. It probably would come down to the zones of 3.69%. We would ideally want it to come there because that would be the best place for us to have some kind of altcoin season or altcoin pump coming. Even if we get into Bitcoin's dominance, we can see it's pretty sideways right now, just trading in the ranges. It is good for us right now that we are in a range and we haven't dumped below like we had done before in the past as well, going down to almost 39%. So we want to stay in this range while slowly we can see dominances in USDT coming down and also in BTC being sideways. If we get into Ethereum's dominance as well, beautiful cup and even a handle right now, which is consolidating pretty sideways. If we do break above, that would be a very good sign, especially for ETH ecosystem. We can have massive bullish engulfing candles as well coming into play here. That would be an amazing sign. Ideally, we would want to get into 21%. If we zoom out a bit and try to see the details, looks very good. Overall, we've been in this range several times now since May 2021. So that's also one reason this is a very strong support level for us. We are bouncing from this support level in dominance. Looks very good as well. If we look at total market cap, this is trading around 1.9 trillion. Looks very good. A double bottom in play here as well. Will break out if we get into 1.976 trillion. That would be another bullish sign for us as well. Overall, all the market looks very good right now, especially if we get into AXS. AXS had a very beautiful breakout, especially in 4 hourly. Good thing about that is this is a weekly downtrend line breaking out. The uptrend line also looks very good. Overall, if we want to change some things, we can expect some kind of small pullback to be coming and retesting $58. That would be a very good place to get further entries. Or if we break above $65, that would be also another great entry. If you want to take long or short positions, you can ideally decide yourself. I'm not a financial advisor. So if we get into ADA as well, ADA looks very good. ADA also had a breakout from its weekly downtrend line. This is usually our accumulation zone. We're still waiting for it to come down and bounce from some regions from here and turn this into a very good support for us. We've been having this resistance for a long time, but it's good to finally see ADA pumping because I'm sure a lot of people own a lot of ADA and they can finally have some kind of relief. Ideally, we would have more resistance coming into play around at $1.9. So we still have to wait for that to be certain that we have broken out cleanly. But meanwhile, we just have to wait and monitor the market, how it's going to behave. Now we get into AR. AR is pretty consolidated right now, but we are already seeing a signal on the MACD. So if you have my charts, I'm going to put them in the description below as well. you can definitely get into a trade here. It's pretty sideways after breaking out above from $31, now just around $33. Looks all right, looks very, very good. Overall, if we get back into the trend, would be a very good chance for us to break above $36. Now, the main man for the moment right now, which everybody waited for a very long time, has to be Solana. Solana looks very good as well. Very clean breakout, making a nice cup. Like everything is making a cup right now. So ideally, we would want it to come back and retest this zone, or at least come in some areas around 96 to $95. That will be a good place for us to consolidate. Overall, we have a lot of resistance coming at $115. So if it does go slowly up, turning this resistance at some point, then probably we're going to get close to our weekly downtrend line. Also, this line was only on 4 hour, which is already showing us early entries, which we have taken. If you had the chart, this was the key area. Once it's broken, you can take into the entries, and if you have, I'm sure you already would be in a very good trade. Now, if we get into AVAX, we can clearly see AVAX as well looks very, very good, been pretty sideways. We're still waiting for the MACD to converge. Even Cypher has signaled twice that it might pump, but it's just been pretty sideways. Main reason we are also looking in the market right now is volume. Some coins are pretty much lacking in volume, and some coins have very good volume right now. Overall, AVAX still looks all right in that scenario. If we get into Atom as well, for today, Atom looks very good, pretty sideways, and just been in support and resistance channel between $26 and $33. Looks all right. We did have these zones, we did go above, and now we did down, and now we are being pretty sideways. Looks all right, nothing to worry about here much. And then if we like to look into Link as well, Link has been performing really well in the past few weeks. It's back in my DCA zones and looks all right. We did have a cup here and a handle, and now we are breaking out. So hopefully we can break this above and come back right into our weekly uptrend line. That would be a very, very good sign when it comes to Link. We would ideally want something like that from Link. And then if we get into Luna as well, we had drawn our zones. Now we can see it's slowly coming back into our zones, and we don't have much volume either in Luna right now. So we will ideally have to watch to take another trade or whether or not to take a trade. We obviously want it to break 97.77 in order for us to feel very, very bullish. Even if you want to look at the MACD and Cypher here, we are still having some kind of convergence coming, but it's not so clear yet because the volume is really lacking in some coins that pumped last week, and some coins that are pumping right now are having a lot of volume. So it's good that the smart money has begun to move from coin to coin. That's what the ideal situation in the market usually is. Now we get into Rune as well. We can clearly see Rune came into our first zone. It's just been sitting there and just been consolidating. Another reason here is the volume is really lacking right now. We can clearly see there's a massive downtrend when it comes to volume. We need to break that downtrend for us to feel bullish here as well. So Luna and Rune are going hand to hand right now. Not much difference in them, especially if we want to zoom in and zoom out right now. And overall, if we look at the market, Mana is pretty much up, Sandbox is pretty much up. So a lot of coins are already up right now, which is 2 to 3%. Some are even gone up to about 5%. So that is also a very bullish sign. The only concern right now, ETFs are still in very short positions. So we would ideally want them to long Bitcoin also right now. We just don't want to be dumping Bitcoin. We want to see some pump also and upside rally coming in the market. Overall, if we look at commodities as well, the commodities are blasting off right now, especially natural gas and oil, and also silver and gold. So overall, markets look all right. Tech stocks are still in pullback, so that is also a reason probably why we're seeing a pullback or sideways movement in Bitcoin as well. Ideally, we want to break out the USDT dominance for us to feel very, very bullish. I'm going to put the description in the link for the charts that I feel are going to be very important for you, so you can watch them and monitor them yourself as well. Now if we get into long and short ratio, we can clearly see the market is kind of bearish, especially on Gate. Overall, if we look at it, it's even Stevens, and even our global long and short data looks all right, nothing to worry about it. Especially BTC looks pretty even Stevens right now. Even if we jump into Ethereum, also looks very even Stevens right now. So overall, market is pretty even Stevens right now. Not much action going on, especially in Bitcoin and ETH. We would ideally want some big action there to be coming in order for us to be feeling very, very bullish. In some exchanges, we are still very, very bearish, and not as bearish as we would consider, but that is still a very good upside coming into altcoins. I'm sure everybody have a lot of Solana, so it will be very good for them. Now we want to get into main players that had massive upsides in the last 24 hours. We can see Juventus is going to be starting in about 22 hours. You have to aim into this. If you didn't get it in the startup now, this is going to be your chance to get into it in newly listed. From other days, we can see Falcon is up about 800%. We are also seeing big upsides coming in One Earth right now. We are also seeing in Right Stream. and a lot of other coins are also looking very good. Bora Bora went up about 124%, has just been pretty sideways. Metaverse is now in a pullback, so that's all right. It went up about 2000%. A small pullback is pretty reasonable. Then AS Roma fan token is up about 18%. We can also see Babylon's is up about 833%. So overall, a lot of coins have pumped here pretty hard. The next one I'm looking closely right now in the startup that is going to be preheat in 3 days has to be Animal Concerts, because Animal Concert is going to be building the next generation of live events in the metaverse. That is going to be very interesting. We want to aim into as many metaverse tokens we can, because we know this is the future going to be like. And then we also have a RPG game based meta universe that is also going to be very bullish for us. There are a lot of games and metaverse related, web3 related things happening, so all three of them are very bullish for us. Gamanium is also very bullish for us. This is going to start in 4 days, 4 days and 3 days, so you definitely have to ape into them. And if you didn't get into the Juventus fan token, this is going to be your time to get into the Juventus fan token. And I'm going to put my referral link in the description with the code. So if you guys want to ape into all these projects, all you have to do is click on the link, register on gate.io, make your ID, and if you face any issues, you can always contact me on Twitter. Now, if we tape right into our news and see what are the action happening for us today in the news. Action speaks louder than words happening right now. Fed's bullet, all indications are that inflation will go up in the spring. We are looking at it because we can clearly see that the May hike is going to be pretty bad for the markets, especially tech markets, and also the war fund we are surrounded by right now. And if you look at it overall, Russia has been rallying. The stock market opened up after days, and now it's been acting really well. They've been having clear upsides happening in their stocks and also overall situations right now. Russian ruble rallies, stock soars as trade resumes after month-long hiatus. And there's a lot of action going on as well, but that's not considering much to affect us, especially the Bitcoin market. So overall, these are the news right now in the market, and this is the action happening in the market as well. I hope this is going to be very helpful for you guys. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you like today's video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Take care, guys. See you guys tomorrow.